Hello, and welcome to today's family program. I'm Dr. Kitcher, and it's always a joy for us to have you here. It's so wonderful. Another week is here, and we are going to continue this program. We know this has been helpful, especially if you are here today for the first time. I want you to know this program is built one on the other, so it will be great for you to watch the previous programs in order to catch up with where we are and why we are here and all that is very important. And also, please, everybody, just spend a minute to call your friend to join this program and also like and share this program with your friends. The program is aimed to reach everybody. So we are very happy if you help us by sharing the information with other people. Well, so we've been talking about teamwork and its importance. We have defined what it is. We have looked at a few things. Last week, we were talking about the formation stage of a team. And today, I want to talk about what I call the storming stage, the stage when we now bringing stuff on board. We storming, we just, bringing things up so that we can be effective and work towards the vision that we have. During this time of storming, there could arise conflicts. It is normal. Why? Because everybody is bringing on board what he or she thinks will be ideal for the time that they are in and whatever the task before them would be. For instance, if you are in a company and you've been all recruited fresh to become a team, everybody has come from a place and maybe there are certain practices that you are used to. Therefore, you would be recommending those things. Others may have come from other places. They would also be recommending what they have. So in principle, everybody is doing his best in order to make sure that the vision, is accomplished. But then because of difference in perspectives or whatever you bring in may be a little different from mine, and I want mine to be, then it becomes a problem. There could be conflicts in that, but we have to mature and rise above that. So we put everything we have, then we weigh it against the vision, against conditions, against the resources, and a lot of things has to be done. Then everybody can understand, well, this would have been the best idea, but looking at our circumstances and considering where we are, this or that will be the best for us to do. So whenever you find yourself in a team and the time of storming, bringing stuff on board, if your view is not taken, don't take it personal. If others' views maybe seem to be better, don't take it personal. Because what you have to do is look at the vision, look at the reason why you are there. And if what is being suggested is really going to aid the development of the team, then you should be a team player. It's very, very important. In these times also, if you are not careful, you get a little bit of a low collaboration because everybody's checking each other and, I don't know what you can do. You do, let me see. I'll wait till, there is a result and I can comment and so on and so forth. But we need to also understand these kind of attitudes could be, sort of normal. You would even be surprised that people who have been working in the same group for years, but because a new head comes and the head would begin to require certain new things, they would begin to also, find it very uncomfortable, though they have been a group. So it's very important that we know that conflicts happen. We know that sometimes collaboration could be low, but then this is the time for us to once again refer to the why, the purpose, the reason, the vision for which we are here. It is very interesting. And sometimes too, once you jump on board, then you see really how much you need to do. And it's like overwhelming. Oh my goodness. I didn't know there is so much, to do here. I remember one day I was trying to fix something that was broken. So on the surface, I felt I knew or I have understood what it is. So maybe within like an hour, I'll sort things out and then be free. But the moment I jumped on and I, opened the first screw, went to the next one, I realized that no, the destruction is massive. Yes, it can be fixed, but not in 2 hours. And that requires that you actually set up a whole day or something like that for that. So I had to sort of abandon and then plan for another day. Yes, it messed up a little bit of my expectations and all that, but it is always good for you to, as you assess things, you make the necessary changes or adjustments in order to suit the purpose and also to make others in the team, be able to also bring on board what they have. Whenever there is a conflict, we have to have some diagnosis of these conflicts. We have to, ask ourselves questions. How did we get here? What brought us there? And when you know the reasons and they make sense, then you are sort of happy with it because it is supposed to be. But then you look for solutions. I always say we must be solution-minded, not problem pointers. Be a solution giver, not a problem identifier. It's very important. And we have to find out if everybody agrees on goals. Don't be a silent team player. Don't be a team player who does not express his views. Don't be a team player who says just yes to everything. Don't be the team player who has a view but would rather talk later. Don't be the team player who says, I can do it, but if I'm not called to, why would I stress? No, as a team player, you have to understand, we may not all agree, but we have to analyze and find out, should there be any disagreement? Why are we disagreeing? What is the reason? What can we do in order to get ourselves going back on board? This is also the time that roles and responsibilities should be identified. Otherwise, you will find everybody standing around the same thing and nobody doing anything. But if responsibilities and roles are identified, there are primary responsibilities, secondary responsibilities, corporate responsibility, and stuff like that. So there are certain processes where A must be done first before B and then C and D. So B must wait for A and C for B and so on and so forth. But if it's something that each person can be working and once you get done, they can put the stuff together, then that also can move. So you have to be clear about responsibilities, the roles, the timings, and what is it that is expected of you. Whatever we don't communicate, nobody knows. And whatever we don't communicate well, nobody would know well anyway. So it is very, very important that you find your place in the vision. You play your role. You understand your responsibilities, You would understand the responsibilities of others, and you see how best you guys can collaborate. You need to also be someone who is capable of identifying, the problems or issues when they arise. It is very important to be analytical. You should have your eyes on the, ground. You should be able to, sense stuff. So it is very, very good that you develop yourself in the area of also identifying what is not working. And once you do that, you must not stop there. Because if you just identify the problem and you even communicate it, that ends it, and that is not good because the problem will still be there. It is now known, but there is no recommendation. So learn also to go beyond just identifying the problem to knowing the kind of solution or resources that will be needed in order to rectify any situation that is not going according to plan. It is very, very important that you and I, if we belong to a team, to be able to identify issues. And when you are doing that constructively, you come out very positive. Why? Because you are not going to criticize or say this is not working or that is bad. But what you're going to say is, hey, we are in danger of sort of losing clients if we don't boost our communication with our clients, because we have realized that since we write to them every 3 months, some of them within that period forget about us. So we can do it every month so that they keep on top of that. So that's a suggestion. And you must be able to identify these problems and propose a way to bring it out. Yes, it's not everybody who can see a problem and know the answer to it straight away. But there are some people who really are, their areas of strength is to also, bring solutions out of different difficult situations. And when you are bringing solutions, it must be a solution that would benefit the team, that would let everyone's goal, be included. So when you are looking at issues, don't look at it only from your standpoint, but look at it from the standpoint of others. So you put yourself in other people's shoes and you try to ask yourself the important questions. When I bring my solution, is it going to help? Would that still make us follow the vision? Are we going to be more productive? So you may take a decision that, the onlookers would not really understand, but when they communicate with you and ask you, why did you take this decision? And then you explain, they will be like, yes, that's the best decision. So communication is key, as we said last week. But then in the time of storming, we are throwing stuff, bringing things down, and trying to start working together. There will be conflicts. There will be misunderstandings, but we'll see a low collaboration sometimes, and we might be able to also feel like, oh, well, let me just finish this leg and that will be it. Because you see now that the work is very overwhelming. But if you see something that is bigger than you either look for help to push it, or you train yourself to carry that heavy weight and you can deal with it. So whatever the case, there is a way out. Let's be solution-minded and not problem identifiers. I know that this program helps you. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and this is today's family program. We are always happy to be with you, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Before I say bye to you today, I want to ask you, if you are a team player and you are in the stage of storming, what are the two things that you would definitely love to do? You can send your answers. You can also, let yourself know. And definitely next week, we are going to continue. And then I will be speaking on the next step. And that will help you understand whatever answer you have for today's question. Have a wonderful day. And I wish you, your family, and everything you do well. Till we see you again exactly in a week. This has been today's family program. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and see you next week. Bye-bye.